Um, ooh, I almost forgot about Vim.
Oh,
Oh no, what is going on with? Oh, there it goes. Finally, and confirm. Oh, there's a little. Have you streamed to Vim yet, Lisa?
not for a while.
Okay. Well, when you do, there's a live dashboard, and on the very bottom, there's a little button that says
Yeah, I
"Post to
saw
Hive."
that.
You got to hit that button, otherwise, no one can comment, no one can upvote, nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Okay, and I will be flipping back and forth between uh, be, between Vim and telling you if anyone actually leaves any comments.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
So are you just gonna be asking me the questions, and or how are we?
Yep, yep,
Okay.
exactly. So this is a question I like to ask everyone. Um, what first attracted you to building your business on the internet?
I did not want a brick and mortar business to save my life. I didn't want to pay rent on another building. I didn't want to have to go somewhere to work. If I wanted that, I'd have a job, you know? It just,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be in my home. I mean, I'm not saying I never go anywhere. I do go some places, but for work, I want to work in my own space. That was like huge for me.
Okay.
Like I like having my own desk, my own chair, getting up to go get coffee when I feel like it.
That's
Cuz
I
I have worked in the corporate world before, and oh my god. I've worked as a waitress before, but that's a story for another day.
so I'm sure you appreciate being able to avoid any type of commuting and actually dealing with people in your space and things like that.
Right. One of the things I didn't like about working in an office is all the crap going on around me. I like to just and that when I started, after I got my master's degree in library science, I got a job cataloging. And I really just loved that, going in my cube and just cataloging the books and proofreading the records, and I was good. And then they put me in supervising, and oh, things went to hell in a handbasket real quick after that. But yeah, I really don't like the office politics and all that. Never would. And no. And I've been in other office situations before, and it just doesn't get any better. I don't want to hear your gossip. I don't want to hear about all your crap going on at home. I just want to be in my space.
Okay, cool. Hey, um, so when did you start building your list?
Oh, well, I really seriously started building my list just, a couple years ago when John and Blaine came back online with CTP. Um, I'm still, I struggle with, getting enough letters out there in my autoresponder and stuff like that. But until then, I was just kind of like, throwing banners out there, throwing text, um, ads out there, that kind of stuff, mucking around in the traffic exchanges and the safe lists. But doing my own list kind of thing was just, yeah, the last couple of years. Probably as soon as they came back online with CTP, they relaunched it. That's when I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. If I want to really, have my own clients, my own customers, I have to have my list, because, even like with an affiliate program, none of those people are really yours. unless they come to you and subscribe to you.
It's interesting that you say that because I don't know when, but in Telegram, maybe last month, I had a conversation with Blaine, and he said people are more active on any program they sign up for if they sign up through your list rather than an affiliate link.
That makes sense.
Okay, so you find that to be true.
Oh yeah, I mean, because they sign up under you. They don't really like sign up for the program itself, because there's so many like people that sign up for these programs and they never do a thing. That they'll like, excuse me, sign up and never log in again. I have that, in my CTP back office. There's a ton of people that haven't logged it. They sign up and they haven't logged in years. And I do, I'll send them a welcome message and say, hey, I'm here and this is what you can do, and come to Telegram or whatever.
Oh, that's okay, cool. Oh yeah, here's something everybody wants to know.
What's that?
So, how long from your first online business attempt to your decision to purchase the pizza plant?
We're talking years. We're talking because let's see, CTP was first online back in the early 2010s, I believe. So, I mean, it was because after I got let go from my corporate job, I was off for like a year, and then I needed to do something, so I bought into a franchise, which was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life. But and that wasn't it wasn't a brick and mortar franchise. What it was a tutoring franchise where I would contract people to tutor students in their home. Well, that was in 2006 or 7 I bought into that, and then the crash came in like 2008, and forget about it. Wasn't anybody spending money on tutors for their kids because, they didn't have jobs, and in order to make anything, the tutor would I'd have to charge like 35. I'd ha- you know I'd have to take a cut of whatever the tutor was going to make, pay them from that. It was, and I only ever got one tutor that really stuck with me, and she had a family that she worked with. She and I are still in touch, but it's so that like I went bankrupt trying to do that. Literally, I filed bankruptcy trying to do that. So let's see, it's been, and then it was like, I don't ever want to own anything myself for the longest time. I don't want to be a business owner like that. It's, too much hassle. What am I going to do with all this? And then recently, it was really just recently, the last couple of months before I asked John on a lark, would you ever sell the pizza plan? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh my God. I wasn't expecting that. I was happy, but it was like, I'm like, I'm going to ask them, but no way they're going to say yes. That was funny. But so, yeah, it was like, so 2006 was when I started that. So, good 10, 15 years at least before I decided, yeah, I'd really like to own something of my own. And I know it's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. But, the thought of a website and not owning like a brick and mortar business, because one of my sisters owns a salon in Los Angeles. And when I hear about her driving 45 minutes to get to her salon that's 9 miles away from her from her home, well, her apartment. I'm like, oh hell no, oh hell no, because and during the pandemic, she was lucky. She was lucky she didn't lose everything. Closed for so They had to close for months and months at a time. So I was like, holy cow, I don't know. And I really don't enjoy driving. And driving to work, no.
Okay. Wow. Um, okay, so the pizza plan. So you just on a lark asked John, "Are you willing to sell it?" He said yes. Blew you away. I have to commend you for having the discipline to come up with the seed money to actually purchase someone else's profitable property. That is pretty slick. So you got it turnkey because you had the discipline to compile the capital.
Well, I have an investor, my husband. He's put up the money for this, so yeah. I couldn't have
Well,
done it without him, to be honest.
no, I understand that, but no one can ever accuse you of like not investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are, they are you all in? Do you put your money where your mouth is? What are you building? And they're just trying to build up hype so they can sell these idiot products. What I like about your product is the freshest, newest person who has no idea what they're doing can pick up your book, read it, go through the steps, and by the time they're finished, they can start list building. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the things I always liked about the Pizza Planet. It's common sense. It's really just okay. These are the four things you're always gonna need. You're always gonna need your own list. You're always gonna need, the educational platform, and you're gonna need to track what you're doing. And yeah, it's just the hosting. I mean, the hosting, yeah, definitely. Sure, I mean, now we can blog on CTP Talk and that, but still, it's nice to have your own platform, your own hosting. I mean, you can always blog on your platform and then just shoot it out to Hive anyway.
Oh no, I agree with you. Having your own hosted site, whether it's just a small blog or maybe it's a WooCommerce store, but having your own site definitely has its advantages. Even if you just have the site, because like I have a site that I don't promote, but I use it to host all my pictures.
Right.
And,
Okay.
and HostGator is very affordable for doing something like that. Because you just get the baby gator plan, and you're only paying like what $3 a month for that, and you could host all your pictures on it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Then you have a link for your pictures.
Yep. And then whenever, like for instance, Hive, because there are some people who just they're going to go through your book and they're going to sign up for a bunch of the stuff, but they're not going to do the hosting because their whole life is on Hive. Okay. Even for them, they want to get the hosting so they can host their pictures, because when Hive has a problem and all their pictures get all wonky and go away and maybe not come back for a few days, if they're just using links and that happens, their pictures will stay even though Hive is having problems.
Yeah, and actually, that's one of the issues I've been having for the last couple of days. I did a couple videos on. Well, I did a video on Three Speak the other day, and none of the front ends are showing. On Peak D, it's showing up as broken, and on CTP Talk, it's not showing up at all. And I put my my background up for the pizza plan and the little avatar, and it's not like showing up at all. So I got to figure out how to. It was for a couple of days, and then it just disappeared again. I was monkeying around with the APIs, the nodes, and
Hmm.
so I can't figure out like what the heck. But that's something over which we have no control. But maybe if I can, I'm going to try putting them on my hosting and see what happens. Put them back up and see what happens. Three speak, I can't. I'm going to muck around and take it out, and I don't know if I can take it out and put YouTube video up there. I have no idea if that'll show up after this, but
If
it
you,
hasn't. It hasn't been paid yet. I mean, I just put it up yesterday, so.
oh, then yeah, just look at your code and replace the three speak video embed with the
Hmm.
YouTube video embed. Because I've embedded YouTube video on Peak D before. When
Hmm.
I'm sometimes I'll include a video clip when I'm talking about in Cine TV.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's totally YouTube friendly.
Yeah, because I do a while ago. I know I did that. I was putting YouTube videos up when the three speak wasn't working for a while,
Hmm.
so I might just change it around and do that.
Now you had a special launch um, because like most people do a launch, they email their list and they try to get friends together and it's but you had something special. What was it? I think I Thursday Night Live, right?
Right. It was cool.
Yes.
It was
What?
fun being up there with John and Eliana.
Yeah, that was wild to see you up there. And then to find out you bought the pizza plan.
Yeah, it was really hard to keep that quiet and like, oh my god, I'm so excited, but I don't want to tell anybody.
That military discipline, huh?
Yeah, that kicked in, I guess, right?
So, what would you say your favorite part of the launch was?
And just being up there hanging out with them, and talking about what was going on, what I did, and it was fun. I thought I was
Mhm.
going to be like really nervous, but it was so easy because they were there too. I'm that made it like really really chill.
Okay, I can see that. Now, with my experience on listeners, I've noticed I'm seeing less marketers and more Hive people. Um, because I'm noticing it's like before it was a lot of lead capture page, lead capture page, lead capture page, and now it's blog post, blog post, blog post, blog post on
Right.
listeners. So would you say you have more like marketers signing up or more Hive members signing up or kind of a mix?
To be honest, I haven't figured that out yet. It seems like a lot of this, there's CTP community people that have signed up because they know the pizza plan from the past. I don't, I've had people from Hive ask me about the pizza plan and what it was about, and then I told them, John launched this back in 2008, and I just really liked it, so I took it over. But yeah, I actually haven't had a chance to go through my membership and really. There's a lot of names I don't recognize, so they must be, from the Hive blogging community.
Okay, cool. So do you have any advice to the new business builders out there?
Yeah, stay away from shiny objects. I consider myself a recovering shiny object chaser because there's always something out there that's gonna say, ooh, this is really cool. This is the next new thing. I think Hive has like broken me of that habit because there's so few marketers. They're more like totally serious bloggers sharing their passion and all that. There's not a lot of, and even in listeners, I'm noticing there's not as much of the you know splash page capture. Some of the capture pages are people with a personalized capture page, which that's cool. You're promoting yourself, you're promoting your list. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So the blog posts and the personalized capture pages, that's really cool. Don't throw the don't use standard affiliate pages, because there's so much of that out there that there's no uniqueness to it.
Okay, cool. All right. We went through those questions really fast. We just like ripped through them.
I know. I was figuring it was going to take a little bit longer than that, but
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, so this is a really exciting, a very exciting time for you.
yeah, and a little nerve wracking.
Mm-hmm. So like the support requests, are they pretty reasonable support requests,
I
or are some of
really
them out there?
haven't gotten any to be. I mean, I've gotten only a few, and the ones that I've gotten are like, how can I make money from this? Well,
I see that all the time in the CTP Telegram. They join, okay, they had to have gotten the link from one of the CTP properties, and they jump on there, they go hello, and everyone welcomes them, and they're like, how do I make money with this?
first of all, this isn't a job. Second of all, have you gone through the lessons in the CTP back office?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this thing back there called send or start earning today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, might want to take a look at that.
Yeah, I found sorry, I found a lot of stuff out there. Like they have all these different training sites and different products out there. And then on John's site in CTP, it's like, have you thought about blogging on Hive? A lot of people are making ridiculous money with their articles blogging on Hive. Have you seen some of those? Not me, but some of the other people. They're making the 30, 40, 50 Hive a post.
It's amazing. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that boggles my mind. I hope to get there one day.
And this is like the third week in a row that I've paid commissions, which is really cool. I love being able to say, "Whoa, I got to pay commissions. This is really awesome." Um, so, and then I did the Transact on Peak D,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to do a minimum of $30 to do anything. I'm like, okay, so who cares? So now I got like 36 Hive left over. I'm like, well, what am I going to do with this? I'm like, well, this is a really good problem to have. I'm like, am I going to throw it in the savings or what am I going to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like leaving it liquid because it's not doing anything for me if it's liquid.
That's a very good point. I never thought about that before.
It's not working. It's not doing any work at all if it's liquid. And, we got enough money in bank accounts not doing anything.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Wow. Um,
My husband will look at the checking account and see the like penny here and penny there. And, ooh, don't spend it all in one place.
Mm-hmm. So, what is your favorite list building tactic?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And I haven't been putting. I haven't really been promoting splash pages for a while, but that was the thing I was doing. I'd throw those into like um the traffic exchanges or the safe list, but I haven't done that in so long. I've been just doing. I want to be able to put one on my Peak D blog or whatever. That's the next thing I'm trying to figure out how to do. I've, I've been mucking around a little bit with the markdown, and Mike Dell spent some time with me a couple of weeks ago, getting a picture up there with a link, and was like, what am I doing wrong? Because mine looks like this. And then I was looking at it and looking at it. I'm like, all I did was forget the very first bracket in front of the exclamation mark. I'm like, that little thing was causing me that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sometimes a second pair of eyes is a good thing. Yeah, I've done that before.
Because it's not that hard. Markdown isn't that hard. It's not much harder than HTML,
Mm-mm.
really.
No, the biggest challenge with Markdown is it's so incredibly limited. It's very limited. So you figured out how to put up a graphic and link to the graphic, and Markdown's perfectly suited for that. Now try to center it in Markdown.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I don't think it is. I mean, they don't even have the centering feature up in the toolbar or anything. Like, yeah, it's.
No, so for my perspective, I'd have to say there's no way to center that object in Markdown. But someone out there might be a whiz and no, Chris, you're wrong. Here it is. And just because Blaine does that to me all the time. He's like, nope, here's the code. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3 lines? That's all it was? And then I feel real stupid. All right, Lisa, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate
Well,
your
thanks
time.
for talking with me tonight.
Awesome. All right. Thanks everyone for coming by. We appreciate you all.
I know we went
Thanks.
off topic for a little bit there, but
Yep. I want to say special hi to John Novak at Best Start. He was in Vim watching us.
oh, hey, John, thanks for stopping in.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Have a good weekend. Bye bye.